Hello students, today we study next subtopic of lesson number 1. Name of subtopic is can matter change its state. In it, first point is units of temperature. Units of temperature. SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. And it is represented by K. But common unit of temperature is degree Celsius, and it is written as degree and Celsius. Remember, degree is not placed with K, that is Kelvin, and degree is placed with Celsius. So SI unit of temperature is Kelvin and common unit of temperature is degree Celsius. Second point, what is the relation between Kelvin and degree Celsius? Relation between Kelvin and degree Celsius. Kelvin, that is K, is equal to 273 plus degrees Celsius. If we want to convert any temperature from degree Celsius to Kelvin, we shall add 273 in it, and degree Celsius is equal to Kelvin minus 273. If we want to convert any temperature from Kelvin to degree Celsius, we shall subtract 273 from it. Now we shall study what is the meaning of melting point and boiling point. Melting point, which is written as MP in short. We know solid melts, so thus melting point of a solid is the temperature at which melting point of a solid is a temperature at which it converts into liquid at atmospheric pressure. The melting point is the temperature at which solid convert into liquid at atmospheric pressure. For example, you know, melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius. Melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius. If we want to convert it into Kelvin, melting point of ice, Kelvin is equal to 273 plus degree Celsius. So it is equal to 273 plus 0 is equal to 273 Kelvin. So thus melting point of ice is 0 degree Celsius or 273 degree Kelvin. Now we shall study boiling point. boiling point, in short BP. We know liquid boils, so boiling point is the temperature at which any liquid start boil at atmospheric pressure. It is temperature at which any liquid starts boiling at atmospheric pressure. You know, boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Again, if we convert it into Kelvin, we shall add 273. Boiling point of water 273 plus 100 is equal to 373 Kelvin. So thus boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius or 373 Kelvin. Next, what does this boiling point or melting point indicate? What does melting point indicate? Melting point or boiling point, what does it indicate? Melting point and boiling point indicate force of attraction between the particles, or we can say that it indicate strength of force of attraction between the particles of solids or liquid. So if we are discussing what does melting point indicate, we know solids melt. So melting point of a solid indicate, melting point of a solid indicates strength of force of attraction between the particles of solid. If melting point is more, it's mean particles of that solid are held more tightly, that is strength of the force of attraction between the particle of solid is more. If any solid has more or high melting point, it means force of attraction between particles of that solid is high. For example, we know melting point of iron is greater than the melting point of wax. It's mean force of attraction between the particles of iron is greater than force of attraction between particles of wax. For example, we know melting point of iron is higher than melting point of wax. It means force of attraction between particles of iron is greater than force of attraction between particles of wax. Similarly, we can write what does boiling point indicate. Boiling point is of the liquid, therefore we will replace the word solid by liquid. Boiling point of a liquid indicate strength of force of attraction between the particles of liquid. Now we shall do more topics. How can we change physical state? Physical state of matter. We know that there are three main physical state of matter: solid, liquid and gaseous. So we can change one state into another either by changing the temperature or by changing the pressure. So we can change either by changing the temperature. Changing the temperature means either by cooling or heating. Sorry, I shall make the phone mute. Sorry for ringing of the phone. Changing the temperature either by heating or by cooling. The question is, how can we change physical state of matter? We can change physical state of matter by changing temperature, that is either heating the substance or cooling the substance, or by changing the pressure. By changing the pressure, that is by increasing or by decreasing the pressure. So thus sorry for that. So we can change physical state of matter by changing the temperature or by changing the pressure. We know what is the difference between gas and vapor. We have studied in our previous classes that gas is a physical state of matter which neither have definite shape nor have definite volume. So gas, it is physical state of matter which have indefinite shape and indefinite volume. And what is vapor? Vapor is also a gas. Vapor is that gas which remain in liquid state at room temperature. Vapor is that gas which remain in liquid state at room temperature. Vapor is that gas which remain in liquid state at room temperature. What is the meaning of room temperature? Room temperature means approximately 25 degrees Celsius. We know water at room temperature, that is at 25 degrees Celsius, water is in liquid state. Therefore, gas of water can be termed as vapor also. Vapor are those gases which remain in liquid state at room temperature. Then next point, we shall study a chart which will show the interconversion of the different states of matter. Cyclic figure which represent interconversion of different physical states of matter. The cyclic figure which represent interconversion of different physical states of matter. We know there are three main physical states of matter: solids, liquids and gases. Solids, liquids solid, liquid and gas. So there are three physical states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. They can be converted, solid can be converted into liquid by heating. So thus this solid can be converted into liquid by heating, and name of the process is fusion, which is also known as melting. So solid can be converted into liquid by heating, and name of the process is fusion or melting. Liquid can be converted into solid see the direction of the arrow, head of the arrow. Liquid can be converted into solid by cooling, and name of the process is freezing. Or solidification. Solidification is the name of the process in which liquid can be converted to solid by cooling. Then how liquid can be converted into gas? Liquid can be converted into gas by heating, and name of the process is boiling or vaporization. Gas can be converted into liquid by cooling, and name of the process is condensation. Now, normally solids are not converted directly into gas, or gases are not converted directly into solids. At first they are converted into liquid, but there are some solids which can be converted directly into gas, and they are converted directly into gas by heating, and name of the process is sublimation. Name of the process is sublimation. Similarly, gases can also be converted directly into solid by cooling, and name of the process is deposition. And such substance which can be directly converted from solid to gases are known as sublime substance, like ammonium chloride. We can also give definition of these topics, that is of fusion, freezing, boiling, condensation, sublimation, deposition. So now we are studying their definitions. Next topic is some definitions. Some definitions of the processes which we show in the previous figure. So first we have shown fusion or melting. Conversion of solid into liquid by heating. Fusion or melting is the conversion of solid into liquid by heating. Second, its opposite, freezing or solidification. Similarly, it is conversion of liquid into solid by cooling. We are observing that both are opposite to each other. Third is vaporization or boiling. Vaporization or boiling is conversion of liquid into gas. By heating. And opposite of vaporization or boiling is condensation. Condensation is conversion of gas या vapor into liquid by cooling. Then sublimation. Conversion of solid into gas directly without converting into liquid state is known as sublimation, and such substances are known as sublime substance. Next, deposition. It is opposite of sublimation. Conversion of gas into solid directly without converting into liquid state. Sublime substance. These are substances which converts directly from solid to gas or from gas to solid. Substances which can be converted directly from solid to gas or from gas to solid are known as sublime substance. For example, camphor, ammonium chloride, iodine, dry ice, which is solid carbon dioxide. Camphor you have seen which are used in worship, so that is directly converted into gas. So camphor is an example of substance of sublimation as well as deposition, because solid camphor can convert it into gas of camphor and gaseous camphor can be converted into solid camphor. Same is with the ammonium chloride. Dry ice is, as I told, it is solid carbon dioxide. So thus today we have studied that temperature can be measured in SI unit in Kelvin or common unit degree Celsius. Then there is a relation between them. Kelvin is equal to 273 plus degree Celsius. Melting point is the temperature at which a solid converts into liquid at atmospheric pressure. Boiling point is the temperature at which liquid convert into gas at temperature, and these melting and boiling point indicate strength of the force of attraction between them. Then various physical state can be converted into each other either by changing the temperature or by changing the pressure, and these are the definition of the various processes which are involved in conversion. Thank you.